Ladies and gentlemen, Mamdani, the Mamdani, the communist, the finger licking and eating with his fingers communist, is officially disqualified. He just won a couple nights ago and he's been served. He's being sued for tens of millions of dollars. Why? Well, because he's a racist. He's a bigot. He's an extremist. Look, according to our Constitution and Declaration of Independence, everybody is treated equally under the law. You are not allowed to tax someone more or less just because of the color of their skin. And ladies and gentlemen, I think when all these lawsuits add up, Mamdani will either, number one, not make it to Inauguration Day, or number two, he's going to get impeached. Give this video a thumbs up. Leave me a comment. Where are you tuning in from? Share the clip with a couple friends. So my good friend George, a.k.a. Beheezy, interviewed Jake Lang, the January 6th political prisoner. And Jake Lang and his team of lawyers have just served Mamdani. Listen to this.
So you just made a major move. It's a bigger move than Letitia James. And you're going after Zoran Mamdani, Mamkami. How are you going after him?
Zoran Mamdani is a racist. He hates white people. And he has officially put on his campaign website, and now being the mayor-elect, he's talking about taxing white New Yorkers at a higher rate than other people simply for the color of their skin. The only problem with that is there's something called the Civil Rights Act, and there's also something called the 14th Amendment, which guarantees equal protection under the law for all Americans. And so this racist, this anti-white racist is going to feel the constitutional long arm of the law come back and slap him now and try to see how he can run from his own statements he's made and the plans he's planning to enact as mayor of New York City. This is ridiculous. It's really egregious. And every New Yorker, every white New Yorker that voted for him, what were you guys thinking? How could you do that?
Yeah, Zoran literally said, I'm going to want to tax white people, right? We're going to pay for these social programs, all this free handout garbage with the money of white people.
And realize there's a policy proposal that says your plan, and I'm going to quote it for folks, is to shift the tax burden from overtaxed homeowners in the outer boroughs to more expensive homes in richer and whiter neighborhoods. Explain why you are bringing race into your tax proposal.
Really quickly, just imagine if Donald Trump came out tomorrow and said, we're going to tax black people more. Raise the taxes on the blacks. Tax the black. No, tax the blacks. It rhymes. It sounds catchy. I think it'd be nice. No, I don't, because I'm not a racist. Unlike you Democrats.
That is just a description of what we see right now. It's not driven by race. It's more of an assessment of what neighborhoods are being undertaxed versus overtaxed.
It's ridiculous, right? It's going to be the white neighborhoods he goes after to fund all these programs. So what exactly did you do today?
Well, we've actually served Zoran Mamdani this $100 million lawsuit. My organization, Federal Watchdog, has filed this in the Southern District of New York. And it's crazy because in his own acceptance speech, he thanked, Yemenese bodega owners and Uzbek nurses and all these immigrants, but he never mentioned the white New Yorkers that built New York City, the Irish, the Polish, the Italians, the Jewish people who are the backbone of New York City. And he has specifically said he's going to steal the wealth out of those neighborhoods and give it to all the EBT card holding, all the social program and social welfare holding.
So he's getting sued, Mamdani, already left and right. Right? And here's the thing, ladies and gentlemen. As someone whose family comes from the Soviet Union, from communism, socialism, we've tried it. It doesn't work. It does not work. It never has worked. It never will work. Mamdani knows it. He doesn't care about the poor. Communists and socialists don't care about the poor. They don't care about the working class. What they do is they pretend they do to bring in socialism or communism. And what socialism and communism is, it is a dictatorship. That's how they grab power. They don't care about the poor. They just lie to the poor so the poor vote them in, and then they take absolute power, and then everybody's poor. See, in America, yes, we have poor people. In a communist country, everybody is poor except the politicians. So I'd rather be in a country where we have some poor people, but yet we have resources for them, than be in a country where everybody's poor. Because in a country where there are some poor and opportunities, everyone has an opportunity to do something with their life. Mamdani, you're a racist, you're a scumbag, you're a communist, you're a jihadist, you're un-American, and we saw you chilling and getting endorsements from unindicted 9/11 people of interest. Yeah, you terrorist. Ladies and gentlemen, God bless you. Let me know what you think. This is absolutely wild.